Look, say what you want about the Tomb Raider movies, about the quality of them, but Angelina Jolie, she's hot. Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I reviewed the first one, so I might as well review the second. I'm talking about Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. This movie came out in 2003. It is directed by Jean Debont, or something like that, French guy, obviously, who he actually directed some pretty high-profile movies back in the 90s, like Speed. So the plot of this movie is we once again see Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft, and you see her at the beginning going on this adventure. They get this artifact, and it's pretty cool, until she gets caught up with a bunch of the wrong guys. Once again, this time they're all looking for something called the Cradle of Life, which is this big round orb that's glowing, and that it can be used for bad. It can kill a bunch of people. So Lara Croft is trying to stop that and take it for herself. But along the way, she needs help. She gets the help of Gerald Butler, a very young Gerald Butler. Now, what I think of Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life is this movie is a lot better than the first one. I will admit that. It's something to where you watch it and you can tell immediately that this is a different flavor. You can tell that this is definitely different people behind the scenes who wanted to make this movie, this character, a little more serious. They toned down the cheesiness. They toned down the corny jokes that don't really work in the first film, and they made it more serious. They made the plot more cohesive and just more interesting. And I appreciated that. Angelina Jolie, look, you might be somebody who looks at her as his character and says, she does not do the Lara Croft character justice. And that's fine. That's not something that I'm going to argue with. But I will say that I like her as his character because these movies were the first things that I really saw Angelina Jolie in, or how I got to know her as an actress and what she could do. So I thought she was great. I think the action that she pulls off, that believability of being a female that can kick ass, that was nice at the time. Obviously, we've tried to step it up a few notches since then, but it's cool to see her being one of the first, not the first, of course, but she's one of the first who she tried. She tried to put the work in there. She tried to bring this character to life, and I think for the most part she has. Yes, they still try to show her sexuality. They try to really make her say, hey, she's hot. The very first scene is her in a bikini, and you're like, okay, we get it. But once again, they try to take her seriously. Gerald Butler, like I said, is in this movie, and it's kind of surprising to see him in a film, a starring role, before 300, before he was really famous and became a household name. And he's really good in the movie. I think he's charismatic. I even like the character. The only problem I have is that the character itself is a little generic written. It's pretty much the exact same thing that we got with Daniel Craig's character in the last movie, where they have a past and they both have feelings for each other, but they can't trust each other, so you're going back and forth. And we did that in the last movie, so they do it again here. Sure, it's better here, but it's still the same beats. And as much as I would have liked to maybe see more of Lara Croft on her own, standing out on her own, being her own badass, being just her own person, you get a lot of these two working together and doing a bunch of various action stunts, like them jumping off of the building and parachuting down. It's cool, but it's like I want to see Lara Croft do more stuff on her own. But just when I start to like him being there, start to accept him as maybe her soulmate or whatever, this character does something at the very end that I say, what? Why would he do that? Why? It literally didn't make any sense, and it's something that I watched and I go, that was dumb. Seriously, it was dumb. The villain is played by Ciarán Hinds, who is an actor that you've seen in a bunch of stuff. I think he's a great actor. He's obviously good at playing a villain, so there's no problem there. But there was never a point where I thought he was a true threat to Lara Croft or a formidable foe. Like, he's a good actor, and I get what the character was behind, but it's like, maybe we should have had another person who could physically take her or could actually outsmart her in some way. He just seemed like your typical generic sort of bad guy who wanted this treasure, wanted this power for evil. I will say that you can tell with the different regime and the different people behind this, because the Butler character and the Noah Taylor character, the tech guy, they are so much in the background in this movie. They're barely here. And they were the comic relief before. And again, it's like, we don't want to deal with that. We don't. Let's get to this actual video gamey like stuff, which I think is handled better here. The only moment that I can complain about as far as CGI goes is the very end. They have these big, shadowy, black creatures that just look really bad. Like the CGI, it looks bad. They don't use up that CGI and these creatures as much as the first movie did. There was a lot more CGI there, so I think they do it better here. But still, you get that one moment where you're like, oh yeah, this is the early 2000s. CGI clearly was not where they wanted it to be just yet. And also at the very end, Jimon Hansu just randomly shows up as a tribe guy that helps her out. Very random. So overall, I don't hate this movie at all. I don't even hate the first movie. I just think this movie at least tried some more things out, tried to take it more seriously, tried to maybe make Lara Croft more of an Indiana Jones, like a female Indiana Jones character. Nowhere near the quality, but still, it tried. We didn't get another one after this. We didn't get a third one. Angelina Jolie didn't want to do it. I don't really blame her. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the second Tomb Raider movie. Is it better than the first one? Do you like it more? Do you think Angelina Jolie should have done a third one? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!